Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be showing you some of my makeup essentials. I always get this question, what should I buy, what should I start with when it comes to makeup, and I thought I would show you some products that are my holy grails, my staples, that I feel like you should invest in if you're really wanting to commit to makeup, because I'm not gonna lie, some of these are quite high-end. Some are drugstore, but some are high-end products. I just want to get that out there. But yeah, as I said, these are my holy grails. Some of them look a bit crusty, I'm not gonna lie, but it's because I actually use them, so please ignore the appearance. But what's the most important is the explanation. To start off, I'm gonna recommend the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Primer. I'm not a primer fanatic. I wear primer sometimes when I feel like I want to give my skin that extra moisture. But I'm not like a primer stan, but if I was to recommend a primer, it would be this one, especially if you have dry skin. I have dry skin and I have eczema prone skin, so this is really good because it really is hydrating, and when you apply it you can instantly see like your skin being hydrated and you know, all the good that it does to your skin. So I definitely recommend this. Now moving on to foundations, I think if you follow me on Instagram, you know by now that my favorite foundation brand is Nars. I have the Sheer Glow foundation. I have multiple shades because, as you can see, I'm very grey at the moment. I need some sun because my skin is just... the melanin is evaporating as the days go by and I'm not for it. But for the moment, I'm wearing the Sheer Glow. What I have on my skin now is the Sheer Glow foundation in Syracuse. I love this foundation because it is glowy and it is buildable coverage as well, so it works well for every day. But if you want to build it up and have a glowy look for a night out, this is your friend. And then I have another bottle. This one is in Tahoe because this is slightly darker than this one, although on camera you can't tell the difference. But this is more like my spring summer shade and this is my winter shade. And I also have the Nars Radiant Longwear foundation. Now this foundation is full coverage. This is for those days where you want to look flawless. I would definitely recommend this. I've recommended this to so many people and they love it. It is thicker than the Sheer Glow, but I really like this as well. It really depends on what look you're going for. And I saw that Nars has a new foundation that has just come out, which is supposed to be a combination of the two. So I'm definitely gonna buy that and try it out, and I'll let you know what I think. Now moving on to concealers, I think the best concealer that I've tried so far is this one. This is the e.l.f 16-hour Camo Concealer, and I am in the color Deep Caramel. This concealer is full coverage. It doesn't dry your skin. It gives you that, well, it depends what look you're going for, but if you want an illuminated look underneath your eyes, is illuminated a word? I think so. If you want a brightening look under your eyes, or if you want to use it for a contour, it's super creamy and really easy to use. I like to let my concealer set a little bit so that it thickens, and this doesn't cake up, it just sets perfectly, and when I blend it out it's seamless. So I could not recommend this enough. Another concealer that I recommend, but this is more on the pricier side, this is the Nars wow, this is the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I'm in the color Biscuit or in the color Caramel. It depends on what time of the year it is. But again, this is a bit more high-end, and I feel like you get more money's worth for this. I think this is £6, and I've been using this every day for the past month and a half and I haven't run out. This one runs out really quickly, but the coverage and the shade match of this is unmatched. So I mean, both work well, but if I was to recommend one for someone who's beginning, I'd go for the e.l.f. one. Moving on to setting powders, this is the only setting powder I use. It's the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Sunstalk Powder in Banana. This powder is chef's kiss. Before this, I used to wear Laura Mercier, and honestly, I feel like the Laura Mercier powder, it's a bit of a hype. It works very well, but it's expensive and it doesn't last long in my opinion. I feel like you have to add a lot to get the coverage you want. Maybe I was using it wrong, and I mean, it's a good powder, but the whole hype around it was like Laura Mercier, Laura Mercier, Laura Mercier. So I got it and I wore it for a couple of years and it did the job, but then I discovered this. Now, I don't know how long you're supposed to keep this powder for. I think it's a year. I've had this for nearly 18 months, a year and a half, and I've got so much left. This powder is, it's everything. any makeup look you see me wear, I'm wearing this powder underneath my eyes. I set my face with this, I set my under eyes with this, and they have a lot of shades for different skin tones, so you'll definitely find a color that works for you. And I mean, look at the size of this thing. It's huge and it lasts, and once you buy it, you know you have it. You don't have to worry about changing your powder because this is it's just consistent. So I definitely recommend this powder. So now moving on to bronzing and contouring. It's important that you know the difference between bronzing and contouring. So bronzing is when you use a bronzer and you bring warmth to your face. So usually a bronzer is like a warmer toned color, whereas contouring is using a ashier color, or a cooler toned color I should say, to define your face. Now I personally use bronzing products to contour because I just don't feel like the need to be structuring my face too much, but I still want to bring some warmth and definition to my face. So my favorite bronzer is this one. This is the VIEVE Muse Modern Bronzer, and I am in the color medium? Tan, sorry. I'm in the color tan. So this is tan 1 and this is tan 2. And I absolutely love this bronzer because I don't know if you can see on camera, but this is a bit cooler than this one. So I use this to bronze, and then I use this to contour like my nose, or if I want to define my cheekbones a bit more, then I use this one. So you get 2-in-1 for this product, and again, super compact packaging, so you can just have it anywhere. It doesn't take too much space, and you get 2 for 1. What is important when you choose your bronzer is to choose a product that is easy to blend and that melts into your skin, because you don't want to go heavy-handed and then you can't blend it out and your whole makeup is ruined. So make sure that you like test out the texture on the back of your hand, just so that you can see that, okay, I can work with this and I can build it up. So typically I use the VIEVE to set my cream bronzer, and the cream bronzer I use is the Fenty Matchsticks, and I'm in the color Truffle, and this is what I use to do my little lines around my face. I always do one around my forehead, one here, and I try and do them just underneath my cheekbone, not in the hollow of my cheek, just underneath my cheekbone, so that I can blend it down and have a bit of control, because I find that if I do the method and I just draw the line following the it can make my face look droopy. So I like to do it just above, and then I can figure out how I want to blend it. Now I'm going to move on to blushes, and I'm going to show you some of my favorite blushes. Some are more pricey, some are more affordable, so really go with what you can afford, but all of them are top notch, so you can trust me and purchase them and you won't be disappointed. I'm going to start off with the cream blushes that I like. I feel like cream blush is huge right now, everybody's wearing it, and although I do like the look and the finish, when I do a full face and a full beat, I'm a very matte kind of girl. I don't like to have too much glow on my face because, as I said, I have dry skin, and I feel like if I have glow on dry patches, it just shows up and it doesn't look nice. But day to day, when I'm not wearing too much makeup and I just want to have a healthy look, I will go for these 2 cream blushes. These are both by Fenty. This one is called Daiquiri Dip, and as you can see, it's like a fiery tangerine / berry color, which is not a great description, but I really like this blush. Let me swatch it for you. So it's very, very pigmented, but I really like the finish, and it always looks nice on my skin. Like, it makes me look very healthy and very glowy. And then I have this one. This one is called Rosé Latte, and let me swatch this for you. Rosé Latte is more wearable in the sense that it's more like it blends more with my skin color, so it really depends on the mood that I'm in. But these Fenty Beauty, these are the Cheeks Out cream blushes. I really, really like them. Moving on to powder blushes. I'm very embarrassed by the state of these, but as I said, I wear these. So this is the reality. I'm going to show you these 2. See, this one doesn't even have a lid, and this one, Maya, really? Anyway, these are the Makeup Revolution London Blusher Reloaded blushes. This one is in Pink Lady, and then this one is in Coral Dream. I love these blushes. These blushes are no more than £10, so they're very affordable, and they are just everything and more. The pigment is there. Look at the size of the pan. You get a lot for your money. and they always look really nice, really fresh. They're buildable, you can wear them as eyeshadows. So I definitely recommend these if you're starting off and you don't know where to go. Makeup Revolution is an amazing brand. They have a really affordable products. So if you're a beginner and you don't want to spend too much money, I will recommend these two and the brand in general. Moving on to more expensive blushes, I'm going to show you the one that I'm wearing today. This is the Dior Backstage Rosy Glow blush. This is the blush that Makeup by Ariel, who is Kylie Jenner's makeup artist, allegedly said that was his favorite blush to use on her, and everybody went crazy. This thing was sold out for like weeks. I had to go to the local beauty counter in my like local town in Belgium to find it. In this big London, I didn't find it. I had to go to Belgium, to my local town's beauty counter to find this blush, to tell you how sold out it was. But this is what it looks like. I mean, I've worn this a lot, so you don't see the Dior print, but when you initially get it, it has Dior printed all over it. And at first I was like, this is a lot of money for this blush. I think it's about £40. But I wear it every day and it's not going anywhere, and every day the result is the same, the pigment is the same, so I feel like it's worth the money considering it's tiny. But I would repurchase this and I would recommend this. Another blush that I recently discovered that I recommend and I love is this one. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Chic to Chic blush, and this is the shade Love is a Drug. I love this blush as well. It's a very pinky blush. I was a bit skeptical because this looked very pale when I saw the pan at first, but once I put it on, it just looks really pretty and it always melts into my skin. So I would recommend this. So I cannot talk about blushes without talking about the OG of blushes, for me at least, is MAC Gingerly. First of all, let me not break it. MAC Gingerly. This is the first blush I ever purchased. I remember I bought one when I was maybe 15. I saved money and I went with my big €30 to MAC and I bought it. It wasn't €30 at the time, it was less, but I don't know how much it is now. I'll put the link down below so you can check the price. But yeah, I did remember saving up for this and I wasn't sure, but the lady at MAC was like, no, it will look nice with your skin, blah blah blah, and she was so right. I had to repurchase this a few months ago because I missed her, and MAC blushes are just a staple. Now when it comes to mascara, I have one mascara to show you. This is the Climax Extreme by Nars. I discovered this mascara last year, maybe in November, and I've never worn another mascara since. This mascara is incredible. At least for someone like me, I have very curly lashes, so I need to put a lot of coats for them to actually expand and you can actually see them. This does wonders. I love it. I've recommended it to a few friends who bought it and love it as well. It is expensive, but it's worth it, because honestly I've tried so many mascaras. I've tried Hypnose by Lancôme, I've tried L'Oreal, a lot of L'Oreal lashes. I've tried so many, but that don't compare to this. The only one that I could say that if I didn't have money to buy this and I had to buy a cheaper mascara would be the Maybelline Sensational. That is one of my favorites as well, but she's the best. But lastly, I have to talk about lip glosses because I'm addicted to lip gloss, and I'm going to show you 3 that I have. The first one is by Martins Cosmetics. This is in the color Dime. This lip gloss is beautiful. It's got like gold specks in it, so when you wear it, it has a reflective effect, and it just looks lovely with brown lip liner. She has a lip liner called Cocoa. Is it Cocoa? Yeah, Cocoa lip liner with this. Gorgeous. Another one is the KIKO Hydra Gloss in 19. I love this gloss. I love this gloss as well. It's just very pretty with like a brown lip liner. Definitely recommend this, and it's a perfect nude color as well if you're my skin tone. Actually, any skin tone can work this. It depends on the lip liner that you associate it with. And then the star of the show, my favorite gloss of all time. If I could only wear one makeup product, it would be this. It's Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb. I love Fussy and Fenty Glow. Those are my colors. I think this one is Fenty Glow. I have so many of these all over the house, in the car. in my bag. I have at least 12 of them, I'm not even lying, and every time I see a friend I give one away. I'm like, do you want a glass? Here you go. Because I just love this. I always have a new one in stock, and I can't find it to show you the new package, but I'm sure you've seen this before. Best gloss ever. It's hydrating, it's beautiful, it's universal. It's just Fenty. It's just Fenty. And so the next thing I'm going to show you is my favorite lip liner. I have a lot of different brands that I like. I like MAC, I like Charlotte Tilbury, I like NYX, but if I had to pick one and recommend one to you, is KIKO. KIKO have the best lip liners, especially their creamy, what's it called? Creamy Color Comfort liners. Unmatched. The texture, the pigment, the payoff, the longevity. It's just top notch. So I definitely recommend this. My favorite one is this one. This is in the color 320, and as you can see, it's a very chocolate brown lip liner. It reminds me of MAC Chestnut, but a bit more warm. But I love this. I couldn't recommend this enough. I have a lot of KIKO lip liners in different colors because they really are worth it, and they're not very expensive. So yeah, as I was saying, I think I covered the basics of foundation, primer, concealer, blush. I don't wear highlighter, so I don't have a highlighter to recommend. Lip pencil, lip gloss. I think that's it. I'll do another video where I present to you my favorite tools to use, because I get that question a lot. What tools I like to use to apply my makeup. And then we can talk about things like palettes and eyelashes and all of that in a separate video. So that concludes today's video. I hope it was helpful. Again, I know I did a lot of talking, but all the products will be listed in the description box below. Leave me any comments if you try any of these products or if you know any of these products. And yeah, also if you like today's makeup, I have a reels on my Instagram, so check it out and you can see how I created this look. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support. It really does mean the world to me, and I hope you have an amazing week ahead, and I will see you next Sunday for another video. Mwah!